years since United last made the shortest away trip in the game from Tannadice to Dens Park. A crowd of more than 12,000 packed into the stadium as Dundee went in search of their first home league win over their neighbours since 1989. And a first chance for Jockey Scott and Paul Sturrock to pit their wits as rival bosses. Commentary from Rob McLean.
If you're looking for team changes, you've come to the wrong place. Dundee manager Jockey Scott says same again after the beating of Hearts at Tynecastle last week and a draw with Celtic here at Dens in the game before. So 20-year-old Gavin Rae continues at the heart of the Dundee midfield and keeps player coach Jim McInally on the bench. The key player at the back is skipper Barry Smith, a highly impressive defender. A fan's favourite is Polish midfielder Dariusz Adamczuk in his second spell with Dundee. He scored his first 2 goals of the season last Saturday. Like their rivals across the road, Dundee United go with an unchanged starting 11. It's Paul Sturrock's second game as manager, and he was pretty pleased with last week's goalless draw at home to Rangers. Teenage defender Jim Patterson's performance 7 days ago may have earned him a run in the first team, and others like Neil Duffy and Andy McLaren hope the change of manager might mark a turnaround in their fortunes at Tannadice. The same goes for Gary McSweggan, who came so close to scoring against his old team Rangers last Saturday. He's playing for his future with his contract up in a couple of weeks. The referee is Willie Young. Sunshine on Tayside for the return of the Dundee derby. And bearing in mind all the safety restrictions around the ground, you couldn't really pack too many more people inside Dens, a crowd of approaching 13,000 for Dundee against Dundee United. Brian Irvine, the long ball for Willie Faulkner, his touch looking for James Grady. Well read by Malpass. Ian Jenkins, charged down. Covering in behind was Neil Duffy, but tenacious play there from Grady. He's known plenty of these matches as a player, Paul Sturrock. Now a different view from the dugout. Skimming, he was fouled as he tried to move away. Free kick taken cleverly and quickly. Adamczuk to Grady. Showed a lot of the ball there to Tony Moles. Away from Duffy. Now it's skimming. Faulkner, real chance here! And he can't take it. 7.5 minutes gone, and that might well have been goal number 1. Superb ball in from McSkimming. Willie Faulkner will feel this should have ended up in the back of the net. He had a look, McSkimming. It was inch perfect, and maybe Faulkner should have taken that with his head. McLaren, that's for Gary McSweggan, trying to lift it over the top of Robert Douglas. Didn't get enough contact. A half chance at the edge of the area for Gary McSweggan. This was clever play from McLaren, flicked on the half volley, and Brian Irvine got a touch to this as well by the looks of it. Mo's got the better of it, and now linking with McLaren. Promising attack, and it wins the corner kick. Turned out of play by Gavin Rae, who now takes his place on the far post. Gary McSweggan is there as well for United, and look at that clutter of players on the goal line in front of Douglas. Curled in, knocked away by Brian Irvine. Another chance for Patterson. This time it's McSkimming with the clearance. Good play from Grady. Lee Madison for Adamczuk. Now James Grady. What a chance for number 1. And what a good tackle that was on Grady by Ian Jenkins. That made all the difference, and that made sure that the shot did not trouble Dijkstra. That really was superb defending from Jenkins, the Northern Ireland international. He got back so quickly, and the shot didn't trouble the keeper. Patterson against Miller. Patterson still has it, trying to work it onto the favoured left foot. And it's off Willie Miller for the corner kick. This started with the long ball from Madison. Adamczyk got enough of a flick to let in Grady. Look at the part played here by Jenkins. McLaren's corner kick. Knocked in by Zetterlund, punched away by Robert Douglas. He looked to have time to catch that. Elected to punch, and again from McLaren. Now Tony Moles thinking about a shot. It's well struck too. Sadly for him, straight at Douglas. Good technique here though. He caught it well. Neat touch from McSwiggan for Olofsson. McLaren linking with Zetterlund. Well struck by Lars Zetterlund, and grabbed with a second attempt by Douglas. What a good build-up that was from Dundee United. The best piece of linking play from them so far. And it all ended with the volley from Zetterlund, pouched by Douglas. Ray was looking for too much time against Tony Moles. Gets it away this time to Sean McSkimming. Trying to find a way through. Faulkner's flick. McSkimming claims he was caught. He was tripped after the ball had been played as he tried to go for the return. Willie Young not too impressed. McSwiggan with the Rayside behind him. Skimming, and James Grady linking. Now Darius Adamczyk injecting some pace. Good pass as well for Willie Miller. Faulkner wants it. Here's Grady. The control wasn't there, but McSkimming over the top. Sean McSkimming had the crack at goal, but that will go down as a half chance for James Grady. If he could have controlled this a little bit quicker, then Dundee had a chance to go one up. It was, though, a very sweet move through the middle. Tempting ball played in by Miller, and here's where it all went wrong for Grady. Madison's header. Well, won by Andy McLaren. McSwiggan trying to open play out. It was well done by Willie Miller, allowing the ball to bounce. Patterson missed it. Back from Grady. Took a deflection, chased by Adamczyk. He's away from Dykstra, and he's missed it completely. He scored 2 at Tynecastle last Saturday, and what a chance that was for Adamczyk to take his season's tally to 3. Now Dundee United break over the top from Olofsson. And out comes Robert Douglas. Darius Adamczyk did everything so right to the final effort on goal, picking up the loose ball, took it round Dykstra, and then almost a fresh air shot. He can still hardly believe it. Inside stoppage time at the end of the half, off the top of Magnus Skoldmark's head, and indeed that's half-time. These two Dundee teams can't be separated. It's not been an award-winning first half. There haven't been too many chances going about for either side. The earliest chance was about the best chance. Willie Faulkner picked out by his former Motherwell teammate Sean McSkimming, but he pushed his shot too high. The best Dundee United can speak of so far was a right-foot volley from Lars Zetterlund, which didn't really trouble Robert Douglas too much. Caught it fairly well, but it was straight at the keeper. This was an opportunity for Darius Adamczyk, who did the hard bit, working the ball away from Steve Dykstra, and then with a chance to shoot at goal, he just about missed it completely. So, half-time at Dens Park. It's Dundee 0, Dundee United 0. Dundee United on the restart. Let's hope the second half is better than the first half. Dundee United will certainly echo those sentiments. Not a very cohesive performance at all from them in the first period. It will have caused Paul Sturrock a fair bit of angst. There's Neil Duffy linking with McSwiggan. Brian Irvin leaving it to Robert Douglas. And Dundee United must have heard me there as they probed at the Dundee defence. With little joy during the first 45 minutes. Goldmark gets a free kick for Willie Faulkner's challenge after the Swede won the header. The Malpass free kick. Zetterlund, McSwiggan! What a save by Robert Douglas. A smile on his face, and well there might be. He didn't really know too much about this. And Gary McSwiggan can't believe that this didn't end up in the back of the net. Knocked on by Zetterlund, struck on the volley. It was too straight, and it ended up in the arms of Douglas. Ray, Grady, Miller, Adamchuk. Couldn't make the most of it. Zetterlund knocking the ball in front of Kjell Olofsson. That's in for a McSwiggan! 1-0 United! 7 minutes of the second half gone. And Gary McSwiggan, who just a few moments ago thought he'd given United the lead, that one was saved by Douglas. This time Paul Sturrock can celebrate as his Dundee United side take the lead. Kjell Olofsson waited, watched, and then delivered the perfect ball in for McSwiggan. He diverted the header across Robert Douglas and into the corner. No chance for the keeper. And it's 1-0 Dundee United. Gary McSwiggan's second goal of the season. The Dundee United fans enjoyed that. And that might well have an influence on McSwiggan's future. Brian Irvine will use all his character to try to drive Dundee forward, flicked on by Annan, and it's off on a small pass, and that's a huge roar around Dens Park. Corner kick to Dundee. Delivered by Lee Madison. Brian Irvine's up, it's lost by Sieb Dijkstra. Faulkner was bundled over, nothing too suspicious about it. A difficult corner kick to defend. Eddie Annan takes the free kick quickly, but he'll have to take it again. The ball in the net for Dundee, but the free kick wasn't taken from the right place. That's why it's been called back. Quick thinking certainly from Annan, and driven into the net by Adamchuk. Sieb Dijkstra and already stopped. This is where it should have been taken from. 5 or 6 yards further back. Lee Madison over it. Plenty of dark blue shirts in the box to aim at. It's Brian Irvine. Ball bouncing around dangerously for Dundee United. Barry Smith working the ball for Willie Miller. That's another corner kick. That was Robbie Rayside's attempt to play the ball into the area. It took a deflection. And another corner for United to defend. And Dundee United not looking at all convincing defensively there. Players leaving it to each other. Nobody there for Dundee to take advantage. Here's Adamchuk. Prodded away by Malpass. Gary McSwiggan, a lone figure forward for United. Ian Jenkins trying to get there, but John Wick skimming at a head start. Andy McLaren. Irvine in field for Ray. Adamchuk. Skimmings alongside him. Good challenge that though by Moles. And he is again. Zetterlund. Pressured by Madison. That's a good ball, and Olofsson is onside. Chance for number 2. Kjell Olofsson's first goal of the season. And that could be the one which seals the points in the Tayside derby. Perfect timing on the run from Olofsson. And that is a face of sheer delight. Controlled on the right thigh, waited his moment, and drove a shot where Douglas wouldn't get to it. Supplied by his fellow countryman Lars Zetterlund. Lovely ball over the top. Left Smith chasing. Olofsson scoring. Waited his moment here, like the experienced goal scorer he is, waiting for Douglas to commit himself. Just tugged the shot away from him. Willie Miller's cross, looking for Anand, headed away by Malpass. And that second Dundee United goal is followed immediately by trouble among the Dundee supporters. And there's been some fighting, and the police have had to move in. Swagger to Zetterlund. Dundee United looking a different team in the second half. Mishit by McSweggan, no hands, possession back to Dundee. Down shoot to McSkimming. Run made by Willie Faulkner. Early ball in for Anand! Eddie Anand! That's 2-1. And that's a top-class finish from Eddie Anand. A really determined header this. It was floated in by Willie Faulkner. And Anand had to jump against Skoldmark, but there was only one winner. And it flew past Dijkstra. Great goal-scoring record, Eddie Anand. He scored the goal which rescued a point against Celtic in the 1-1 draw. And will this be a goal that puts Dundee back in the derby? It's 2-1. Moles. On the run is Thompson. Winters in the middle. And coming in is Easton, who's taken a bad head knock. Clash of heads in the penalty area there, as both players went determinedly for the ball. And both are grounded. The ball in from Thompson had to be gone for. Easton flung himself at it. Smith injured as well. Barry Smith heading off for more treatment, and look at the blood running down his arms. Replaced by a man with responsibilities both on the pitch and off it, Jim McInally. Skoldmark was the winner in the air there. Forward from Adamchuk. Outside his area is Dijkstra. Getting himself into all sorts of problems there. He and Magnus Skoldmark both fancied this. Skoldmark missed it completely. Could have spelt real problems for Dundee United out of absolutely nothing. Faulkner's flick, Malpass on the way. Zetterlund under pressure from Ray. Gets the pass away. Jenkins for Easton. That was well played by McInally. Well won. Now Ian Anderson. One of his distinctive mazy runs. Headed away by Magnus Skoldmark. Thompson was short with the pass for Zetterlund. Advantage being played. Zetterlund had the ball. And he held off Willie Miller. Zetterlund, after that tackle, is still on the ground, slowly pulling himself up. He felt that one. This was the challenge in which he was hurt. Words in the dugout area with Jimmy Bone and Jockey Scott. I think Willie Young reckons there's some verbal coming his way that he could do without. Anderson on the turn. Good ball over the top for Adamchuk against Patterson. Adamchuk is down, but a corner kick is the best he can get. Optimistic shouts for a penalty. But Will Young pointing immediately at the corner flag, and it looked right. Madison at charge at the corner kick. Too close to the big goalkeeper. Now the lanky figure of Stephen Thompson. The run stopped by Willie Miller, but a free kick given. Willie Miller respectfully replacing the divot after that trip on Thompson. Booking for Miller for that challenge, or possibly the interchange which followed. 5 minutes left. Jim Patterson's free kick. There's Lars Zetterlund, looked to be climbing up on the shoulders of Robbie Rayside, and free kick given against him. A look of innocence on the face of Zetterlund, but I think he knew exactly what he was up to here, and it was foul play. Jenkins couldn't quite keep that in. Neil Duffy's header. Madison to Anand, holding the ball up well. Now he's lost it. Now he's got it back. Neil Duffy with the challenge, and now Robbie Winters. Winters could be away here. Well played though by Brian Irvine. And Irvine reckon that Winters took a dive there, looking for the free kick and looking for a challenge that would have got Irvine into real trouble as well. Brian Irvine was very quick to turn around to Willie Young. Again, United using the long ball, trying to utilise the pace of Winters. Brian Irvine's given it away, and Robbie Winters saved by Douglas, and that saved the blushes of Brian Irvine, who's clearly still rattled after the incident earlier in which he reckoned Robbie Winters had taken a dive, and really Robbie Winters had a great chance to score there. Brian Irvine getting his foot to the ball, and reckoned he didn't make contact with Winters. Winters threw himself to the ground. Willie Faulkner, second chance. Ian Anderson trying to get outside Patterson. Good ball in, knocked across by Faulkner, and Adamchuk salvages a point for Dundee. 30 seconds into stoppage time. It's 2-2. Dundee supporters into some serious celebration now. Their team had never given up. Good ball drifted in by the sub Anderson. Faulkner was dominant in the air, and when he knocked it back across, there was Adamchuk, fumbled by Dijkstra, and over the line. 2 against Hearts last week for Adamchuk. And now another valuable goal for Dundee, although Steve Dijkstra will be looking at himself here and wondering why he didn't keep that out. It was the combination of Dijkstra and Malpass on the goal line, and between them they couldn't keep the ball out, and right at the death Dundee have salvaged something from the game. Neil Duffy for Winters. Wayside was first there, chased by Annan, holding the ball up, waiting for support. May not need it though. The shot, a disappointment at the end of a good run from Annan. Willie Faulkner was looking for service inside the penalty area, but it always looked as if Eddie Annan fancied a crack at goal himself. Turning inside Malpass, but the shot well away. Cleared by Irvin. Nice strong mark. Can't be too much longer to play here. Stephen Thompson's head flick. And turned out by Wayside. That's full time. And it's Dundee who end the match, the happier team. A 2-2 draw. But they've come back from 2 goals to 0 down. And they're absolutely delighted. Again for them, it's super sub Eddie Annan. It was he who gave them hope. Heading home, the goal which made it 2-1 for Dundee United. And then inside stoppage time, right at the end, Darius Adamchuk, his 3rd goal in 2 games. And the Tayside derby ends all square. A hugely disappointing first half, followed by a pretty entertaining second 45 minutes. And the Dundee fans delighted with their recent haul of 5 points from their last 3 games after a miserable start to the season. And some hope that the promoted club can make an impression in the Scottish Premier League. Full time at Dens Park. Dundee 2, Dundee United 2.